सो हॅलो एव्हरीवन, मैं हूं चैत्राली वांदे. मी समारा स्टेट मेडिकल युनिव्हर्सिटीला रशियाला 6th ईयरला मेडिकल स्टूडेंट आहे आणि मी नागपूर महाराष्ट्रमधून आहे. सो बेसिकली आज हमारे साथ ही बहुत ही स्पेशल गेस्ट हैं एंड मैं एक आपको इनका छोटा सा इंट्रो दूंगी. सो बेसिकली टुडे वी हैव डॉक्टर श्रीमती नारायण विद अस. एंड ये जब इन्होंने अपना प्लैब का स्टेप 2 भी क्लियर किया है एंड जब इन्होंने अपना स्टेप 1 क्लियर करा था ऑरेनबर्ग में, जब मैं वहाँ पे थी तब इनके साथ मैंने पहला पॉडकास्ट रिकॉर्ड करा था एंड आज इनका स्टेप 2 भी क्लियर हो गया. तो बेसिकली अभी उनके लिए थोड़ा सा टाइम मैनेज करना डिफिकल्ट हो रहा है, बट फाइनली शी मैनेज एंड उनके साथ आज हम सारा पूरा वीडियो देखेंगे कैसे क्या अप्लाई करना है. सो दी प्लीज आप भी अपने बारे में थोड़ा सा बताइए.
Hi, thank you so much for that, exaggerated intro. But thank you so much. Actually, hi, I'm Shrmathi. Basically, I graduated from ORENBURG in the year 2020, and I cleared my FMG in the same year. I did 1 year compulsory internship, from Hyderabad, one of the government hospitals from Hyderabad, Osmania General Hospital. Then I also got myself registered in the Telangana State Council and started in my, working career as a doctor, independently working career as a doctor. And I was working about one and a half year to be precise. Then I started this PLAB journey. I was working in a private institution and started this PLAB journey. And it's just going on. To 2024, I took up both my PLAB 1 and 2 and cleared it. I thank to God's grace in the first attempt. It was so much overwhelming and so many people supported me financially, emotionally, in all ways they supported me. And here I am with you for the podcast.
So the first question is like आपके टाइम पे इतना YouTube का नहीं था, like for you information was not there on YouTube. So how you selected, like how you came across ORENBURG State Medical University?
Okay, actually, to be honest, during our time, we used to get the serious pamphlets and newspaper ads were like more things. Those were the main things. And we used to get some emails as well. That time, emails were little, the way of communication. How we contact is like we try to, Google was there. Chrome was there during my time. And I used to search like... how to study MBBS abroad, in normal Google searches. We didn't have any YouTubers or anything. We just had these things, and I just ranked up to my, to whoever through whom I wanted to go. I just searched. We used to have ratings and all. Nowadays, I know ratings are all, not that much reliable, I believe. But earlier it was like really more reliable. Nowadays, like we are all into, channels and stuff. During that time, nobody was there. I used to, ask my consultants, like, give me some senior number. It is always like that itself. So that's how I, and I chose it mostly for budget. To be honest, budget. And I checked if it is there in ODOMs. And that time they used to believe like academy means they don't accept in India, but it is nothing. You did in Russia from a university which is having, BODMs and all those stuff, WHO recognition. It is more than enough. It doesn't matter if it is an university or academy or whatever it is. Until you have 6 years graduation from there, that's more than enough. We didn't have much of information back then. This generation, they're lucky actually. They have everything.
So after, how was your experience in ORENBURG for 6 years? How was मतलब basically किसी भी student को लगता है कि like clearing PLAB is very difficult. Yes, but how was you in academics, and from which year you started? You thought that you should start preparing for your PLAB examination.
PLAB, I just first in 2023 actually when I thought about UK, it was 2023, very late after working from my senior suggestions and what I saw from that only I chose UK and this PLAB thing. And I waited 6 months until my, to get a slot for PLAB. So I waited 6 months and I just resigned my job 3 months priorly and I prepared hardly for 2 months. So I didn't have any big plans and all. It was always US in my mind, but suddenly it changed to UK. I was like, okay, fine, that's it. For PLAB 2 also, I prepared 4 weeks. I went 6 weeks priorly, but I was little ill when I started my journey from India itself. So 2 weeks I couldn't prepare anything at all. Last 4 weeks I really worked hard for
Okay.
the exam.
So, like when you were in
So that's it.
Orenburg, that time you never thought that you will do PLAB and all. After passing out from Orenburg, then you thought about.
No. I was always interested in USMLE since third year because USMLE you can start when you're a med school student. But if you're planning for a UK or you're planning for New Zealand or Australia, it is always during internship or after internship. Before that, you're not even eligible to take those examinations.
Okay.
You can't take it. Basically, USMLE step 1 is something non-clinical subjects will be there, but in PLAB and AMC and exams like that, it is fully clinical integrated questions. So you can't take it before you complete your med school or you're in your final days of your med school.
So the like how was the step 1 and step 1 के लिए जो फॉर्म का रजिस्ट्रेशन होता है वो कैसे करना पड़ता है and what documents are needed for that step 1 PLAB 1.
Okay. First is like we have to establish a GMC account that will ask you your basic things like your college name, your address, your contact, and your mail ID. That's it. It doesn't check your qualification, nothing. The one important thing for step 1 is you have to get a good mark in OEP and IELTS. They have certain norms. In IELTS, how much you should get in each sessions like reading, listening, writing, and speaking, I'm not sure. I did the OET one because it is easy for me as I was already working as a doctor. So reading, listening, writing and speaking, everything should be above B. The highest is A, B, next highest is B. So you have to score B or above in order to, be eligible for this PLAB one. Apart from that, you don't need anything. And they have certain window of timing, like before which you have to upload your language proof in order for the GMC, General Medical Council of UK, to allow you to apply for the exam on that particular date. They say this particular date, the slots will open. So 5 days before that, your language proficiency should be uploaded and they will verify it as. It is complicated. Not too complicated, but little complicated.
So the first you need a language proficiency test for step 1, right?
Yeah,
English language proficiency test. It might be from IELTS or it might be from OET.
IELTS or OET. Yeah.
And second, you need your degree, diploma?
No, you don't need anything.
So degree is not needed for that.
You have to just mention. No, you have to just mention from where is your primary medical qualification. That's it.
And any document from university?
Nothing is needed.
Okay.
Earlier there used to be something, that thing they have taken it off. So as of now, nothing is needed for PLAB 1.
And what is the cost for that, getting that slot done, getting booked for?
It is within £250. That is around 25,000.
In INR?
Yeah, in INR it is 25,000. It was within £250. I don't 230 to 250. Within that, I didn't pay more than 25,000.
Okay. And what material is required for getting prepared for PLAB step 1?
There are many materials. Okay, I just used PLABable. I'm someone who always follow only one thing. I don't go like this. I'll study one thing, pass, fail. That's it. So I just followed PLABable, only PLABable. I have no idea about other things, but PLABable was awesome.
And how much PLABable cost?
Nice. 5K, within 5K. It is very cheap.
It has only video
Compared
lectures?
Compared to our big apps in India, it was very, very cheap. Only 3 to 5K it costed me.
So it has video lectures or question bank?
Okay, coming to this, actually, most of the abroad preparing exams, it is not like India where teacher comes, they'll be teaching you. Because according to them, you should already have the basic knowledge. It will be like brushing up and solving MCQs. So this app consists of 3,000 to 4,000 MCQs from all the topic which is listed subject wise. I think I also made a video regarding this in my channel. Maybe you can just pin it for the people.
Yeah,
who
I will
want
actually she has also a YouTube channel, so I will mention her YouTube channel links. Whatever you need help and whatever you want to ask, you can ask, and you can do subscribe this channel. It will help you a lot, and you will watch her UK journey also in this. Yeah, sorry to interrupt
Thank you for that. So yeah, it's fine. So it has MCQs basically, and it is actually grouped, subject wise: endocrinology, critical care, emergency medicine, surgery, general surgery, urology. It is listed like that. And the same MCQs which you solve will have explanation. It is self-explanatory. It has explanation down, and this explanation will be very precise and very nice. Unlike the other Indian apps which I used, they're all like nowhere near this. Then next material which will be available there is something called as GEMS, which consists of concise form of notes. Like it's like something like points to ponder, important points which you should be knowing, and that was more than sufficient, I think. So that's why I said, people should always take up this exam either in their 6th year or after 6th year or after internship, or else it will be very difficult for them to, understand what they're talking about. 3rd year, definitely not possible. 4th year, not possible. 5th and 6th year, 5th year, you're not eligible. 6th year or internship, you will be eligible to take up the exam.
Okay. And what is the pattern of the exam? How many questions? How much break? And is it online? Is it MCQ?
Okay, it is pen on paper and 180 questions. You have to solve in 180 minutes.
Okay. Is there negative marking?
No negative marking, but the pass percentage will always be like, changing. It might be a 65% or a 70%, but usually the pass mark usually falls between 110 to 120. Okay.
Then how we will submit the paper? If it's on pen paper, then how center conduct this exam?
Oh, okay. The British Council or the authorized, if it is within UK, I don't know how they do. Usually PLAB 1 can be written within UK and overseas, that is outside UK. So in India, British Council people are the authorized people. They usually conduct it in one of their regular 5-star hotel. They try to put the hall set up like an examination itself. We'll have CCTV surveillance and many invigilators will be there, full metallic scanning, everything will be there. They scan for metals as well, like everything will be scanned. All, no pouches, no, everything transparent will be allowed. Only pen. We have to mark the answers with pencil or pen based on our comfort. That was also provided by our exam center itself. Few of us, we did carry, but provided if it is transparent pouch, they allow, or else they doesn't allow. Shoes, some people, if they have doubt, they check shoes and everything, bells, shoes, all those things will be checked. Few centers, they are not that much particular about dresses like India. You can go any dresses, but they have this thing. And it is just, timing will be like, it will be from afternoon to night, like 3 p.m. to 6 or 7, because in UK it will be morning 9 a.m. or 10 a.m. So they follow the UK timing, but it will be different. They just follow one time in which all of them can write the exam at the same time, because one exam gets over in the morning, other country starts in the evening. The question paper will get leaked. Okay. So now I got it. Okay. So basically one question paper for everyone, right? It will have the same questions of that day, but it will not be in same order. The option might change. They actually specified in our question paper, like if you try to copy from your front or behind or right or left, we will come to know. They use some specific kind of questionnaire preparation to find out if that candidate copied or not, it seems. I honestly don't know how it is, but it is written like a very big words in our question paper. They use some different method to evaluate the way in which you answer.
Okay. And like exam is like if someone is preparing for marrow and prep ladder, like video lectures, so every student studies from there only. So is it enough to give this exam? Like if anyone buys
Marrow
PLABable
and
for
prep ladder.
questions and for videos and lectures, if going through marrow and prep ladder, then
Yeah, this is a very good question. Actually, I had one of my friend. Okay, when I was giving OAT, he was giving PLAB one. He was very serious about NEET PG, but he had also other options like going. He got a slot for PLAB as well. He wrote his NEET PG and PLAB almost at the same time. When he was preparing for his NEET PG, he just gave his PLAB. He said me that he was preparing predominantly for NEET PG. But he just solved 2-3 mocks before going to exam. Like 5 to 6 days, he solved MCQs for PLAB and he cleared the exam. But also he got a very good seat in India itself, government free seat. So he didn't go to UK for PLAB too. But he said me like he was predominantly preparing for NEET PG through probably marrow, prep ladder, everything. In India though, we have to use everything in order to, get a good rank. And he's good in his studies as well. So I don't know, it varies from person to person. But I think because for FMG, I prepared the Indian people's classes. I just took missed. I didn't do anything else. Only missed I followed. I cleared it. Now for this, I just followed the PLABable thing. I cleared it. So I think like it is better to do it this way instead of, making it more of a complication.
And
Not all of us will be okay with that, right?
okay, and let me tell you, she was a topper in her year, in her batch for FMG exam also. So yeah, so it was very good score at that
Not much
time.
of a top.
Yeah, but it was very good score at
Yeah.
that time.
My friend Ilam, he had more score actually. Ilam scored 221, and then I think I scored 207. Then there was one more girl who scored 206. I don't think apart from us, anyone else crossed 200 during our
200,
time.
yeah. So basically at that time in 2020, right?
Yeah, actually,
In 2020 there were
2020
only
December.
yeah, there were only 3 students who were above 200.
Now many will be
Now
there
this year
because
we
you
have
guys
many.
have good resources.
Yeah.
It's really nice. It will break the taboo like, we foreign medical graduates don't study anything, just party, drink, smoke, what not they say. See, it happens everywhere. It all depends on how we see it. I have seen it during my internship, people having all the fun which I didn't even have in, Russia back. So I don't think it is the country that matters. It matters on how we are planning to live. That's it. Even in UK now, I see people go to party. I do party, but here I don't have any friends. I mean, it's not much close friends. So I don't go to party. I just simply sit and work on my, improving myself. That doesn't mean I'm good. I do party.
And obviously you cleared PLAB because you
This is a
studied.
good point which you took it actually because I just saw the FMG results. Many have got 200 plus.
200 plus.
Many Orenburg juniors who used to text me for my results, they all crossed 200 as well.
Okay.
There was, I think, Bhuvi, she's a
Bhuvi, yeah.
comedian from Mumbai. Yeah. She used to always ask me stuff. We were, I talk with her regularly. And I was very happy when she got 240 plus, I think. It was very nice.
And actually in my hidden talent ये भी है कि दीदी is a very good Bharatnatyam dancer. So I know.
Yeah.
And
I think after ORENBURG, I couldn't dance anyway.
Okay. The second question about like PLAB step 2. What is the cost? What is the material required? And how much that material cost?
Cost, Chaitrali, it is really so much. Really, not for me, it is so much because I have to, save for it, earn for it. I think I paid 1,10,000. It was within £1,000.
Okay. 1,10,000 in INR.
980 INR I
Okay.
paid because of the transaction charges and all. It is usually 970 to 990 pounds.
Okay.
I'm not sure how much I paid in pounds, but it was like, 1,10,000. But I think compared to USMLE and other exams, it was little cheaper
Yeah, it's
for
cheap.
me. That's why I chose this part. And that's it. It was, I
And
think,
material?
PLAB 2. Material, yeah. I joined in an academy, this Aspire Academy. I paid £550 to them, approximately 60,000 INR, and I took up Dr. Lowan's classes. He's really a good person. Like, he takes 5 to 6 days of classes, and in that class, he will make sure, like, we know A to Z required for the exam. He is like game changer. Like, my academy did help me. It's not like they didn't help. Practical things. See, PLAB 2 is all about, you will have 16 patients and you have to enter each room.
Like as we have Stansia in Russia.
Exactly, Stansia in Russia. Actually, all the European countries, they follow the same exam. First, we have the MCQs, then we have the Stansia or OSCE stations. Okay. Maybe I can send you a link of the OSCE stations as well. You can put it that, like, GMC has, one video, like what to expect on PLAB 2 day of the exam. Basically, we go in a circuit and each room will have one examiner and one patient acting, role player B sitting there. They will just mark you right from you enter the room to exiting the room. How your body language is, how good you are, how well you communicate, and you'll be marked for it. And each, stations will be marked for 12 marks, and in 3 sessions. One is IPS, interpersonal skills, how I talk with you, how I make you feel comfortable, how I manage your emotion for that. Next is history taking, how I take history. Do I take it briefly, necessary things or unnecessary things, for that 4 marks. And then for the management, if I diagnose correctly, do I give the correct treatment? Am I a safe doctor? So each station will be like, 12 marks.
Okay. And you said you joined academy. So this academy is online or offline? Actually, we can take up classes in India and online, and we have to go offline to get, hands-on practice. Because in Stansia, what it is, we'll be having, simmons, that is like mannequins, where they will give you answers when you talk. I think you're aware of it. When we auscultate, we can hear their heartbeat. Yeah, like because kind of robot. Kind of robot. It will, close eyes, open eyes, show the tongue, does everything. Like simmons, we call it simmons or mannequins. Mannequins are like still ones, like, how will I say? For example, this is a mannequin, let's say, like some mannequin. There will be few stations where I have to examine this. And there will be one station like Simman will be there. That Simman is nothing but a talking mannequins. So it was like that. And as you mentioned, it was more like our stansia itself. So you need to diagnose that disease. Yeah. So what was the first diagnosis? Like, what was your first answer of your stansia? Oh, my first case was like the patient presented with painless hematuria. So, it is not much difficult to diagnose and all. If it is painless hematuria, it is some kind of bladder cancer itself. It is something wrong with the bladder most of the time. So it is the bladder cancer. But I didn't do well in that station. It was my first. In that station, I actually failed. From second station, I did well. And there are 16 stations, out of which 14 should be right. No, there are 16 stations, and each day pass mark and number of stations passing will vary. Okay. We're using a regression method to evaluate. So on my day of exam, I think the pass mark was 97. Okay. And the number of stations were like 9 stations we should pass. I passed, I think, 10 stations with 105 or some marks. And for this PLAB step 2, you went to UK to have their classes physically also in UK. Like, so how much cost, like living cost in UK, your visa cost, your food cost, so how much it costed you all?
Okay, actually, in visa, I was planning to go to PLAB immediately after my engagement. You're aware of it. So I made some mistake in my visa application. So I had to pay for my visa twice. One time it got rejected. It is 12,000 for the visa, INR, I'm saying. So I did it twice. And apart from that, after that, flight tickets, one way I booked for a 35,000 in Emirates. Sometimes you'll get within 30,000 as well. So it depends on your luck. So I booked for 35,000. Then I stayed near to my academy for 7 weeks to be exact. I paid 90,000 rent
For 1 month?
for approximately 1 week less than 2 months.
Okay.
7 weeks I stayed. Exact 7 weeks I stayed. And I paid not 90, I think 86 or 87. That is a good, that is a good rate because here cost of living is too much. Food expenses wasn't that much. It was within 6,000 per month because I was studying and cooking. That's it. So that will be fine.
And how much that academy costed you when you went to the classes physically? Academy cost?
No, online and
Offline, it's
offline
included?
together it is 550 pounds.
Okay, it's included.
They give you 2 mocks as well. Like same like exam, they'll have 16 rooms and you'll have the mock and they'll give you some, 8 stations. No, I'll try to make a video on that because explaining that is very difficult. But I'll tell you be very precise. It might have like one, immediate acutely ill patient, one prescription writing, and 2 to 3 examinations, one teaching. You have to teach your colleague, teach nurses, or teach someone, or one ethical station. It will be like this. They will have, compulsory all these things will be there in the exam. So we have to go through those stations. It's like that.
Is there any negative marking?
For that,
Is there any negative
No,
marking?
no.
No negative marking. Okay.
No. It is just like you go talk to the patient. Examiner will be seeing you top to bottom, how you talk with him, how you diagnose it. They just mark you and you can just go. The bell rings, you start in a circle. Go in, come out. Each consultation is only 8 minutes you're allowed to talk. Then you have to come back out and go to next circle.
Okay.
Sorry, next room.
And like for how much time it takes for all stations?
Actually, there will be 18 stations, 2 rest stations, because we can't do continuous 16, no? So we will get 2 rest stations. And so 18 into 8, how much ever minutes it is, exactly those minutes. Plus you can add 18 more minutes because before entering a room, we should know who is sitting, what is the patient name, all those things. No, there will be a question put there for you to study. And the same question copy will be on your table when you enter inside. So for studying for the question, it was 1.5 minutes. For entering inside and, counseling the patient or diagnosing, 8 minutes. So each station was like 9.5 minutes, including 2 rest stations. So totally it was 18 stations with 2 rest and 16 clinical stations.
Okay. And you came to know about the results the very same day or after how much time interval?
No, I'll tell you this. December 2nd was my exam and I got my results on December 17th.
Okay. So after like in 17 days. And after clearing PLAB 2, then what is the next process?
I have to actually few people do these steps earlier itself, but I just waited. I didn't want to, do it priorly. We have to verify our primary medical education certificate from the EPIC board. Okay, this ECFMG board. This is a board which verifies. ECFMG is basically a US-based board. They verify all our certificates. Like how they verify is our certificate is in Russian, so they don't accept our translation. Specifically from ORENBURG, they didn't accept because there was one page which wasn't translated, so we all have to retranslate it through their own translator, and we had uploaded a document. They will send it to ORENBURG. In ORENBURG, there are certain staff who are assigned to do this verification of ECFMG because ORENBURG is one of the university in ODOMS, so I didn't face any issues within 1 week, my verification was done. Then once my primary medical qualification is verified, I just now I uploaded all my proofs in the GMC, including my GMC wants everything transparently. So I have uploaded my last 5 years what I did in my life.
Okay.
How many days I worked, how many days I didn't work, how many days I studied, how many days I went on holiday. Because any leave more than 28 days is considered like you're clinically not active. So they want, everything should be accounted for them. I have uploaded and I'm just waiting for my name to be added in the register.
Okay.
Meanwhile, I'm just doing some clinical attachments here, like to gain NHS experience and searching for jobs as well.
Okay, so now you are in UK searching for clinical attachments and jobs.
I'm doing clinical attachments. Clinical attachments are nothing but,
Clinical
unpaid
rotations.
internship. Unpaid internships. Not like for 12 months, like that we can't do. Under each consultant, we can do for 2 to 4 weeks or sometimes 6 weeks based on the availability. I'm just doing that to, know the system and do some extracurricular things like audits, clinical audits and quality improvement projects and all. I've already completed one and they really liked it. I was very glad. I was very happy. Now I'll do another one as well. And then I'll return home and start my job search and write some MRC exams as well.
Okay, so basically whoever are planning for PLAB and abroad, so what message you want to give to all of them?
Okay, actually I will divide this categories like two people. One who went abroad, already in abroad, not for the Indian graduates, already who are in abroad with NEET. Few would have went, without NEET, few would have went. Without NEET people, I'll just ask them to start their boosting their CV, because I didn't have anyone to tell me. Now I'm doing. Actually, me and Mufti, we are together doing like many research and all those things. We are also starting, a dedicated group to help people with their CV and all. Anyone interested can join. It is not paid, nothing. We are just planning to do some teachings and things to, improve the CV, because I have been getting many queries. I thought we all can work as a group so that, yeah. So for non-NEET people, I'll ask them to concentrate on improving their CV by being more active in their med school, because Russia gives opportunity where we can publish our name. In India, it will take like 2-3 years of experience to get our name in first and second order. In Russia, as a med school itself, med thing itself, you can get it very easily. They're very, very helpful in that. So involve in that, do some audits, participate actively and do some, medical jobs. SAMARA, I think it offers some medical jobs after third year, right? Few other universities also offers. And few students from North Caucasian, they said they have been given this clinical research and hospital posting right from their first year, which I was very surprised. I was very surprised. They are very lucky. Nobody said me. I just enjoyed. Now I'm like, I need more. So for non-NEET people, concentrate on CV. Make sure you clear all the exam, because changing university, getting failed will not make them eligible for other abroad exams. They definitely need other abroad exams. Next, for the NEET cleared people, I will say, be very, very nice in your academics. Concentrate on your FMGE, get yourself registered in India. Then if you have a opportunity, or if you feel like you want to go abroad, please go, because you need your registration. I know people who were eligible to write, FMGE, but they went directly to abroad. Now, if they want to come back to India, they aren't allowed they can't practice independently without a registration, for which they have to sit for FMGE.
Like if someone is if someone is not NEET qualified, he goes to abroad, he clears PLAB, he gets registration over there, then can student practice in India?
He can't. That's what I'm trying to say. Because the NMC, National Medical Council, clearly states that for you to skip the FMG exam, there are two conditions. One is like you have to study in one of the 5 countries, your UG. like Australia, New Zealand,
Canada,
USA,
Germany.
Canada, and UK. You do your UG from these places and PG also from any of these 5 countries. Then you come back, then no FMG, you can get registration.
Okay.
If you do your UG in Russia or anywhere XYZ country and go for your PG to any of these countries, obviously you're not eligible to get practice in India without FMG. They'll ask you either to sit for FMG. I don't know with the NEET batch how they're going to do, because so far nobody, graduated or sat for that next 1 and 2. So I don't know how they're planning to. But actually, many people, I think, they misunderstood this line.
Yeah.
They should reread. So.
And the last question is, like, can you sum up the all cost from the very day one until now, like for whole of your journey?
Okay, see, here clinical attachment is not a compulsory thing. I'm just doing it. Just I don't want to take, this is not there. That's why you don't have a job. I don't want that thing. That's why I'm doing. Or else it is completely fine. You can try to. It is not necessary you should be in the academy 6 weeks before. I know people who come just 1 week before the exam as well. So it depends on your duration. Only until the exam, if you're coming, staying and going, it will cost you right from OET to year within 5 lakhs. Okay. But I'm doing the clinical attachment part as well. So I have 1 or 2 lakhs extra expenses because of I'm staying back for the clinical attachment for 1 more month, means it was again another 50,000 plus 10,000 for food. 2 more months means another 50,000 plus 10 to 20,000 for the food. And cost of living is it is increased everywhere. Obviously, it is increased here as well.
And like last question is, what will be the minimum salary, like starting minimum basic salary as a practicing doctor in UK?
Okay, for a junior fellow or trainee doctor, junior trainee doctor, it will be like 3,300 pounds to 4,400, something like that. Minimum, it will not be less than 3,300, approximately 3.5 lakhs in INR.
Okay. For just an intern, just for a fresher who just started.
Yes.
Okay. And like after, like if someone completes a PG over there, then it can go above 5 lakhs, right?
Above 5 lakhs, no. Consultant here earn here like yearly 1 crore salary, 100,000 pounds, 150,000 pounds, things like that. See, here pay is good, but see, meanwhile, there are more taxes and, more inflation and stuff's going on. I don't know if it is same in other country, but there is something good about UK. Personally, why I chose this is the training here is really very nice. I was supposed to return this week, but I'm coming 3 weeks later because I got another attachment opportunity under another nice consultant.
So the last question is what message or what you want to say to all those students who are planning for PLAB or those who are planning for MBS abroad, because there are many myths about it.
Okay, see, MBBS abroad, it's based on their needs score and their financial situation and stuff. But wherever you're going to study, either it is in India or abroad, just give your best, because you're the only person who will decide if your patient is going to go to home or going to not go to home, going to go home alive or not. You are the only person. Trust me, working in ICU, I have been in such situation where I saw people walking out of ICU, people who didn't make it as well. So I think our knowledge is the key factor here. Wherever you're going to learn, gain knowledge, it is going to be same. 70% it is self gain only. It is going to be in topmost college in India, topmost college anywhere. It is like self-learning, and 30% will have inputs from our professors. It will not be like, school where people will spoon feed us with knowledge. Definitely not. And for PLAB aspirants, if they are first year, second year, third year, fourth year, fifth year, I'll just say like, don't decide so soon. Complete your 6th year, decide, because you have to consider number of things, right? Either it's going to be directly the PLAB itself or FMGE or next 1 and 2, what not is there, or few people will work in Russia itself, few people will get their PG in Russia itself or any other abroad itself. So I'll just say like take a breath, long deep breath, and make sure like you're just living your this day, this moment. You can have plans for future, but I don't think you can do anything apart from this audits, research and stuff for your plan. Apart from that, I don't think anything is needed also, because if you prepare for 2 to 3 months or 2 months will be sufficient enough to clear the exams.
Okay. So thank you for your time, thank you for guiding us. And प्लीज़ अगर तुम लोगों ने नहीं अब तक के चैनल को सब्सक्राइब किया होगा, so I will mention your channel again. So stay tuned and do watch her vlogs because they are very supportive, because it's very difficult to find a very genuine information about the PLAB. Most of the students don't give this exam because students don't know how to prepare, what to do. So you can watch her journey, and literally she is a very supportive senior for me, and she will be the same for you also. So do subscribe, and thank you so much that you managed your time in such a hectic schedule. So thank you for that. And I wish you luck for your future. Like और भी एग्जाम्स क्लियर करो ताकि हमें पता चले कि कैसे क्या है.
Thank you. Yeah. You have to keep writing exams. That's it. Study, keep writing. That's the life of a doctor. And actually, I want to. Can I add one word? About.
Please.
Yeah. I don't know what you guys will think, but it's okay. Like, don't make any propagandas. Everyone, they have their own life. We have our own choices. And we choose this, and we choose many other things as well. You don't know what is happening in any of our personal life. So personally, I'll just say like, don't be mean to anyone. Just spread love. Don't be bothered in my life, or her life, or anyone's life, because honestly, we don't give anyone that time to be bothered. I just suggest everyone to please concentrate on their own self-growth instead of wasting time on unnecessary stuff. And Chaitrali, you're really doing good. I just wanted to say this because you will have, critics only if you're doing very, very better. So take everything in a positive way and work on yourself. Thank you.
Okay, Dee.
Thank you for your support as well.
Thank you, Dee. Thank you for supporting us, and thank you for always sharing the knowledge and always for guiding for all the juniors. So it's a big thank. We are thankful that we got the opportunity to listen you out.
Thank you so much. All the best to everyone who are watching this video, and God bless you all with all the knowledge you need.
And do subscribe our channel. I will again mention the link. And thank you, Dee, for your time that you managed.